Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, yes, now it's working. I don't fucking know what's going on. Uh, all right, hold on, guys. It's usual thing, you know? It's usual, I guess. We should just get used to that at this point. All right. Well, welcome back to another Zero Pay to Win character stream. Today we're gonna simply, for now at least, in the beginning of the stream, we're gonna go over mostly over full updates so far, what I've done on my character, what I achieved, and where I am, and of course how I actually did it. So let's start with the gear first. All right, we're gonna open the gear right now. I'm hoping you guys still hear me. Okay, hold on.
I just wanna be high.
All right, so let's start with the gear. So far, I can actually finally got my last purple piece, which is the bracelet. So as you can see right now, I have 4 purple jewelry pieces. I have 3 purple pieces for gems of power, and the one is the mythical, which comes from this little sexy box right over here from the season pass. Of course, I already have 47 points, which pretty much I got it for basically doing regular stuff that I'm usually doing. Anyway, as we can see, the stats are pretty much stay the same. I didn't change a lot. Again, whatever I could get, as far as I can get the main damage bonus at all times on most of my pieces, I will definitely take that. So you have to do the same way. And we can see right now, crit chance, armor fracture, main damage. Crit chance, armor fracture, main damage. On the ring and brooch and bracelet and amulet, instead of the crit chance, you're gonna have to go for the damage to elite. Sorry, the damage to elite, it's gonna be damage to elite, armor fracture, main damage bonus. The secondary stats will be the priority, of course, especially just on the purple pieces. You only have 2 secondary stats anyway. It's going to be the damage when combat starts and damage to stun targets. So the only thing I have is companion damage bonus here on my brooch, and no main damage. I would gladly if I can get the main damage, but I'm kind of low on credits. I don't really want to spend for now, because for some reason I can see that the luck is kind of bad for me at the moment. So I have the crit chance, general defense, main damage bonus on the gems, which is the sapphire. Then I have full actually stat that I need for my ruby, which is crit chance, critical damage bonus, main damage bonus, chain killing, damage to slow targets. Somebody asking me 15,000 argents. It is, and it's a completely free. So this is the stats that's on my ruby right now. This is what you kind of have to aim for. And again, if you're playing like right now, after the update, you don't really have to worry too much about like having a defense on your character. If you are a groove walker, which you can get before you became a junior god, which is definitely gonna make your life and gameplay easier, but Soundwaver might also works. as well. If you know, how to avoid attacks, if you kind of really good at paying attention on that part, then you're definitely going to be able to do it as a sound weaver. The grow walker is just way easy to do. You don't have to worry too much about things, and you always can heal yourself and things like that. So let's moving on. We have critical damage, healing efficiency, whatever, main damage bonus, and then companion chain attack and damage to slow targets. Then chain killing, companions, chain attack here. Preferably I can get damage to slow targets, but I got what I got. Then we have critical damage bonus here, protection against minions, and main damage. So basically, what you need to do for your stats is just main damage, crit damage bonus. Armor fracture would definitely help. Damage to elites to fight the bosses or the 4 bars. Definitely gonna help a lot during the missions, whatever you do. So at this point, how did I get all of that gear? I already just told you how I got this. So you only need, what, 20 points. Just doing basic stuff, directives, some missions. At some point you will get some of the achievements there without even looking at the list what needs to be done. You can definitely get there. Well, it's not 20 points, sorry, 30 points. But it's not gonna give you like exactly the ruby piece. It's just gonna be completely random mythical piece, I believe. So I got ruby. This is what I got. The rest of the pieces, most of the things come in from the invasion missions when I was killing special troops, and you get the equipment containers from special troops, kind of something like that, but just the purple middle section. So the equipment container, in this case, this one only gives epic and mythical, but the regular equipment container actually only gives you the blue, purple, and small chance of the mythical. As well as the group missions, you can have a chance to get the purple piece as well, dropping from the bosses. Mostly it's the highest chance just of the blue piece, but there is a chance to get the purple as well. Where you got the stuff? Just doing the missions, just doing the operations. Just the first time when you go through provinces, you can collect some of the argents from there. But then what else? Most of the, I think it came from the operations, like, and I'm already did one. So this is the first time on this character that I actually reached the last operation. And man, when you reach to like special dangerous operation or special operation, all these 3 plus this one, I mean, not really this one, but these 3, in order to win them, or in order to get the total progress or personal progress, it takes a lot of time. So these 3, I was definitely struggling because I had to do so many missions in order to get the total progress and personal progress to 100%. This one is a little bit easier. Like, you don't really have to get the total progress. You can only stick with the personal progress and then just get your items for your atlas, but that's all. But when you go in through the beginning of the operations, you go the first, you better preferably win the first or every operation you're in. So in that case, you're gonna have to find the perfect time when you can actually do the operations. Because what happens that if you playing as anybody else at the same time when most of the people plays, then as a new player, you definitely not gonna win a lot of operations unless you're gonna join one of that by yourself and nobody will join your operation, which likely may not gonna happen. But again, the way it works, let's say we're starting from the support operation. If you win this operation, you will skip this and then you move on to the third one. So you will next day when you go to the operations, you will be in the scouting operation. If you're gonna win this, they will skip this one and then get the special dangerous operation. Same thing will applies to this one. If you win this one, you will skip the special and then you get to the operation of special importance. And then of course, the last one, you have to win this one to move on to the last one. Keep in mind, by winning, what I'm saying, you have to get all 4 rewards. It's going to be personal progress, total progress, as well as top, let's say top 1, top 2 rewards, which would be the argents. So you're gonna have to win all 4 rewards in order to move on to the next operation. And basically what you do to get the points for your operations is, of course, you get in the missions, you do in the missions, you get the points, which is squad, group, and invasion. You get points by the end of the when you finish the mission. If it's not a priority, then you're gonna get very low amount of points. But basically, every time you join an operation, the squad, group, and invasion missions will always have the priority kind of tag on the middle of this one, which means the points are slightly increased from that particular mission. And again, it will stay there until you actually complete the mission, or it's going to be the reset of the server. All right, so I think that's pretty much all for the gear. Again, I was doing the invasion missions, getting the equipment containers. When I can do the group missions as a god, I was getting some purple pieces there. I was actually getting some of the boxes early in the game when I didn't complete the equipment tutorial yet, and that was giving me that Thunder Drilling Station missions. It would also be the easy trial mission to actually do. So you don't really need like rerolling part on the rerolling stats part early in the game. If you got some of the stats on the gear that has main damage, or at least on almost on all of them, you don't have to worry about it. You can just stick with do not unlock the equipment tutorial quest, and then just keep doing that trial missions easy. I'm pretty sure it might be patched at some point, because maybe they will force you somehow to actually you have to do it. But for now, this is how it works. If you didn't complete the Invasion Atlas quest as well as the equipment tutorial quest, your trials will always stays as the Thunder Drilling Station. If I'll go to squad, it's always going to be this mission all the damn time. So, and I was doing that for like probably maybe a week and a half. Yeah, probably a week and a half, I would say I did that. And then I just like, you know what, I have to decide it. I have to move on. I have to do it, and I have to actually test the things out as well, see what I can do solo, what missions or trials missions I can do solo or not. And of course, it will require having a god form as well, or using a god form. All right, so I think that's all for the gear. Well, I can actually add the artifact. The best DPS artifact for the new players will be the Fragment of the Darkness. I do gonna have to update mine, maybe go to the mission and get the artifact. The best free defense artifact, which I don't think I would have it right. I don't think I have it right now, but it's gonna be the Ages of the hell is people standing in front of me? The Ages of Victory. But it mostly focusing on those if you're getting knocked down or controlled a lot or stunned or something like that, because that artifact actually decrease in damage from when you stunned. So, but the best, since you're only focusing for now on DPS as a new player, the Fragment of Darkness will be your best friend artifact. Okay. And if you get, of course, the blue piece at least, it will boost your health bonus a little bit, slightly higher, as well as damage. And it actually works pretty good. You may ask me, okay, how did I get the Gen 29 weapon? Well, so that's actually interesting, and I kind of this is my fault that I kind of missed to actually mention that way earlier in the game, while I was actually progressing through the provinces. Kind of, yeah. Well, I forgot. Sorry, but when you go through provinces, right? The last box, or actually the Belonia box, before you complete the region, or even if you complete the province, right? That last box will actually give you the reward box that will have the box inside, and it will have 3 different weapons. So if you have 3 starting classes, Lightbinder, Paladin, and the Cryomancer, it will give you only weapon Gen 29 blue only for those 3 classes. But if you have multiple classes unlocked already at that point, then that box will give you Gen 29 blue weapon for all the classes that you have unlocked. And so this is what I did. When I actually completed the Belonia, I didn't open the box until I unlocked my Groove Walker class. And when I unlocked my Groove Walker class, I opened the box, and this is how I got the Gen 29 weapon for my Groove Walker. And it works fine. So it's a current gen, just the blue quality. I'll take it. And actually, oh man, I don't remember who actually told me that, but somebody told me that. Oh man, I forgot. I don't remember who did it. And if you're watching this or maybe any other videos, I do appreciate to actually letting me know about that you can get the box and then open it when you have multiple other classes unlocked. It will give you the current gen blue weapon for all the classes, which is pretty cool. I do appreciate it. Thank you for sharing that information. Sorry that I forgot who you are. Alright, so we can see I'm right now main rank 225. The bonus plus 10 bonus ranks, which kind of goes slower there on that part, but you don't really need that at that point. At this point right now, at least, you're still killing, or I'm still killing the enemies in pretty reasonable speed. It's not too long, not super fast. And so, of course, the bonus rank definitely plays a little role. While you do the missions, it definitely will increase your damage against the enemies if your bonus rank is higher than the enemy's rank, right? So it will definitely speed that up if you have the higher rank. But right now, you don't really need it. Just stick with what you have. You don't have to upgrade any integrity on your pieces right now because you don't need to spend credits for it. The only time you're gonna have to spend credits is the re-rolling stats and get the right stats you need. Next, what else? Of course, the exoskeleton suit, you get the free piece right here, which is completely useless for new players. This part actually looks way better on the female character, but whatever. So this part for new player is useless. Don't even go there. Just don't even open this tab, okay? You don't need that. Another thing that I actually got my skates. So this is my first battle mount, free battle mount. And again, if you are a new player and you have some kind of an event going on, like right now we have the winter event, and you can take the advantage of that and get the whatever the battle mount they sell in for the event items, I'm definitely encourage you to actually farm the event items and get the battle mount. So this particular one was costing 700,000 event items, and it's very easy to get them. You do the missions, squad missions, group missions, whatever. Those kelp pranksters show up in the map. You're gonna have to kill them by using snowballs. I have freaking 7,000 snowballs. Ooh, actually, we can go to the park. I'm not sure if I still have time to get the carrot for my snowman. I'm hoping I still have time. Maybe not, but if not, then it is what it is. But I would like to get actually additional, or my second purple adept. I'm actually surprised that you can still get the gift from the tree. I don't know for how long it actually stays, or how many more days left. 200,000 credits. Okay, I'll take that. I'll definitely need that. And actually, yeah, I do have extra pieces right here. Oh, see, here we go. Another part where you can get the gear from. You can see right now I have 3 pieces of Gen 29 of purple gear. Well, this is where I got them from. Is the PvP. When it's a happy hour, you usually have the battle reward here. Like I wish I could save that box. I should have probably saved that, and just for the purpose of showing it. But you will see it. It's gonna be only showing up here in battles. It will be battle reward box. It has a chance to give you some temporary weapon, and then of course the purple gear stuff. I actually got Gen 28 mythical piece, which is pretty good as well. So now I would have, instead of 2 secondary stats, I would have 3 secondary stats. So I think if I'll compare to what I have. Yeah, even the superiority, of course, the higher, not a lot, but still, it's better than nothing. So I'm saving it this for now because I will have to farm a lot of credits or save up a lot of credits in order to actually start working on some pieces that I can work. Can you show me your items in your bag again? Well, I'm on my bag right now. So I have 37 boosters. I don't use them. Don't use them as well. What exactly? How you got some of them? What exactly are you talking about? Is it gear? Is it boosters? Is it... I don't know. Or are you just talking in general? Like the orange cube on the left. This one is actually, I have no idea what it is. I was doing the mission and somehow I picked it up that when I killed the boss, I think. But it just like I cannot use that, so copy link sell for credits. I have no idea what this thing does. Strange recording, so like I'm clicking it and I cannot use it. This one is from the Nayori Island. It's the same invasion, just a different region. It was the very first region when the Oceanite came out. And then the chest. This one. Okay, this one is the small chest of the creator. Chest of 25 marks of king, judge, sage, assassin. That one I got from the website. It was what, 25 days kind of a thingy on the market, that my games, I think, when you go to their market, and you can get the free reward every day. I think that's where it came from. I think Sparks, the perfection, I think the of luck also came in from there as well. So does the memory. Let's see what else. This booster actually came in from there as well. Like, there's always things, I think, kind of they do little free stuff here and there. So if you can keep an eye on, you know, announcements, because they usually do announcements on the Discord, maybe Twitter, Facebook page. So one of those, you can use it and actually, you know, get the free reward. Maybe it's not super great, but it's still free. Why the hell not? By the way, why don't you use your stars? Because... hold on. I think I'm still not awake yet. The reason why I'm not using them, because the one thing I want to test, if I can. I'm thinking it's probably not possible, but it's still just for the purpose of testing it, I'm gonna have to do it. What I want to do is okay, let's open the cathedral. Okay, we can accept that. We have the 5 different trophies. Each trophy has 6 different levels, right? On the PC, I can get up to 57 trophy boosters. That's the max that I can get, right? Okay, so if we're gonna go back to capital, so you have 6 by 5, it's 30, and then you have another 6 by 5, it's another 30. So you have 60 levels of trophies, or might trophies. So what I want to do, I want to collect all 57 trophy boosters first, and then what I want to try to do is wait for the sale of Hala trophies, and then unlocked 3 levels. Let's say I can unlock level 1 here, I can unlock level 1 here, and maybe I can unlock level 1 here as well. Because I only need 3 levels, technically, like last 3 levels to be maxed on all of the trophies, if I'll get all 57 trophy boosters. If it's gonna work that way, which I'm kind of thinking it's probably not, because if I'll upgrade this one to level 1, this one to level 1, and then this one to level 1, and then I'll use all my 57 boosters, still I'm thinking the last 3 will still give me credits. It will not apply towards the might trophies. Again, I don't know. Nobody else knows. It's a possibility, but it's also a possibility that you can actually max your trophies like that. So this is what I want to try to do. I want to collect all 57 boosters, unlock level 1 on 3 different trophies, and then use my boosters. Another reason why I'm not doing this right now, because in reality, let's say the Tower of Knowledge doesn't give me that much of a might at the moment, so there is no reason for me to use the boosters. Another reason why I'm not doing that is because the boosters unlocking the level of trophies are completely random. So it says, of course, on the booster that it will unlock or activate the lowest one. So it pick one of the trophies with the lowest rank. But again, if you have all non-unlocked trophies, there is no levels, it's just gonna be completely kind of like randomish. It will go level 1 to the random until all of them will be level 1, then it's level 2. At this point, it's just gonna pick random trophy, but between the cathedral and knowledge of enemies, I mean, or the tower. But again, level 1, it's just so that's another reason why I'm not using this right now. So because yes, my cathedral is at almost a soft cap, and this is 1.2 million followers just from the catch-up system. I didn't spend any credits here, and my tower is only 139. So I mean 139. The problem that I have with the tower right now is that these little guys are freaking annoying, and it's not giving me as many as I would prefer to get, because it only damn 5 ranks per token, and this stuff, it doesn't appear in directives as often as I would like to. I basically get a lot of freaking divine deeds. My boosters kind of decreased as well on how many of them I get from the directives. And the tower, it's kind of a pain in the ass right now to even upgrade it with the catch-up items. All right, let's see what else. Temple of Deeds. Let's see what I've done on Temple of Deeds so far. I maxed Hall of Knowledge, and I'm almost done with Hall of War. I only need actually 1 directive right here. If I'm gonna make this right now, I will max my Hall of War. Okay, so how you actually do that? How would you max or work or upgrade any of the nodes in Temple of Deeds? Okay, let's just open this one, for example, right? First of all, you need Divine Deeds as a resources in order to upgrade that. It tells you right over here. To unlock, you have 300 for your first node. Then it will keep increasing by whatever the amount it's gonna be. This one particular node will be locked behind the trophy or the avatar trophy. I'm gonna go to my bag. I'm gonna open currencies, and this is the avatar trophy. You don't use any divine deeds for that particular node. You only use an avatar trophy, and there will be 2 locked nodes behind the avatar trophy. It's gonna be this one right here in the corner, and this one right here at the end. How to get avatar trophy? Well, that's pretty simple. It's kind of simple, but in order to actually do it, you have to do that with a group. Can be obtained by defeating an invasion avatar in the champion challenge, or by defeating the training version if the character needs 3 or more trophies to reach the current maximum. Okay, all right, now we know. So let's see. The usually training version of avatar will appear on your trial during certain days. For now, it's kind of like broken, at least right now. I'm not sure if they're trying to fix it, but usually I believe it's let's see, it's Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and then Saturday night and Sunday morning when the training version of avatar appears on the trial directive. Again, you're gonna have to have a team in order to actually complete that, because right now we're talking about the new players part, right? you're gonna have to ask somebody for help. How many artifact trophies do I need? Well, it's, oops, not the wrong one. So you have 2 right here. So you have it's gonna be the same all the time, the same symbol locked. This corner and this one. So you have 2 right here. You need 2 right here, and you'll need 2 right here as well. So total, you only need 6 avatar trophies right now, and you can unlock all of the locked nodes. All the avatar trophies you can get from the just from the training version of Avatar. And the only thing you need to do is just simply farm divine deeds. But not really farm. The word farm is just doesn't exist for this particular resource or some other resources. When people ask me like, oh, how do I farm divine deeds? In reality, you don't farm them. You just get in them from the directives. And if you get in them from the directives, you will get it. If you don't, well, you don't. I mean, you can use your god form in missions and get the divine deeds that way, but it's a super low amount, and you're using so much faith to actually go god while you starting out as a junior. So there's no such thing as a farm divine deeds, okay? If you get them from directives, you will get them from directives. If you don't, well, you don't get them. So, but again, do your directives with divine deeds, and then go to your capital, click it on what you need to upgrade, and then just click the upgrade. I think the total you need like a 10,000 divine deeds per tree. So 10,000 here, 10,000 here, 10,000 here, and whatever the travels requires you. I don't remember. But this 3 first is the 10,000. So 30k to max all of it. Okay, so now the question is, which one I'll go first? Hall of Knowledge will be your first god tree to work on. Reason why is because all the reducing cost of faith, and again, the last one, Adepts, brings 50% more faith. So you definitely need that. It's again reducing the cost of divine form by 20 in invasion adventures when you are in a group. So if you're playing with somebody and you want to go god, it will definitely benefit you more than just go solo and then go god. Make sense? I hope it is. Then let's see, reducing cost of divine form by 20% when you are in a group. There you go. Then increasing, so this gonna be your mostly, it's about the reducing cost here and there, but the main is kind of the Adepts brings 50% more damage. Increase the duration of divine form by 10 minutes. Increase the duration of control effect from God's authority. You can use that on a cryomancer, yes, but damage from God authority as well. God's army by 4 seconds, which for the support part. So yeah, that's the Hall of Knowledge will be your first. You can go over yourself and see what's the bonuses actually gives you. There you go, reduce the cost of divine form by 30% in general. So it probably could be any missions you do when you go god, it's reduced by 30% at any time. The second one, you can go for the Hall of War. The reason why, it kind of mostly it's because of the increases all damage by 20% at the end. But there is a bunch of other stuff that actually increase your damage, and it's increasing damage in divine form by 20%. When God's Might is active, you deal 20% more damage. You don't really have to worry about that much, because if you don't use the melee class as a god, you don't get that one, because it's one of the divine abilities. It's this one, the God's Might, and it only for the melee classes. So you have the energy attack for the God Authority, support is God's Army, defense is God's Presence, and the range classes God's Fury. Anyway, going back to the Temple of Deeds. So let's see, when your divine form is active, you deal 100% more damage to monsters. If you're doing a group mission or harder invasion missions, maybe even trial missions, and you're using a god form, definitely gonna benefit you on that part. Critical hits deals 30% more damage as well. Your damage to other characters, don't worry about that. It's mostly for what, PvP. Increase damage to all monsters except bosses by 10%. So here we go. Increases damage by 10% if you are in a hostile territories. Don't worry about that. Bonus to companion damage is increased by 30%. So definitely helps, because if you do have certain setup for your companions, it will benefit that companion part. Then the cooldown of finishing strike is reduced by 30%. It's kind of like, okay, 50-50. Increases the damage of God's Fury. We don't use that. The next God Shot of Fury deals 20% more damage. We don't care about that as well. Increases the power of God's Might. We also don't care about that at the moment. Increases the duration of God's Might. Okay, whatever. Increases damage to bosses by 12%. So here we go. It's mostly like damages to monster, damages to bosses when you're in divine form, etc. Now, when you're gonna finish these two, then the big question is gonna be, okay, what's next? What am I working next? Well, first, you can do, just finish for the sake of it, Hollow Willpower. Because if you get the trophies, you don't have to spend anything else. Like, it's technically a free upgrade for you. You just complete 2 training avatars, get the 2 trophies, and then just farm the, or fucking get the faith from directives, I mean the divine deeds, and then just start upgrading that. Speaking of Hall of Travels, this is where you have to use your 8,400 Victor medals, which does worth if you using a lot of solo and you using the divine form often as well, because this one is completely about solo part in divine form. Let's see. Work when you travel alone. Increases the duration of divine form by 10 minutes. In Adventures of 5 heroes, increases damage by 40% and health by 10%. In Adventures for 10 heroes, increases damage by 70% and health by 30%. Okay, so same thing, it increases your damage and health. Reduce cost of divine form by 40%, works when you travel alone. So again, when you go in completely solo in any mission. Increases damage dealt by 30% in divine form if your class is from the defense or support category. So here we go. If you're playing a Groove Walker, it's a defense category, so you get that 30% damage bonus. Increases movement speed in divine form out of combat by 30%. Adds 2 extra shots, whatever. God's Authority deals that damage, sure. If you travel in divine form alone, the class change cooldown is reduced to 3 seconds, so you can switch classes super fast on the go as a god. God's Army will not just absorb incoming damage, it will also reflect 20, okay, whatever. Increases the damage of God's Presence. Yes, we can use that by 300% because you're playing a Groove Walker, you have that God Presence, the God ability, so I guess you can use that. I never used it actually. And reduce the cooldown of Divine Ultimate ability by 180 seconds. Sorry, percent. I don't know why the hell I said percent. Let's see. Yannick, the only thing I get from directive is item boxes, credits, KOE, divine deeds, and sparks. What platform you are on, Yannick? Because 3 different platforms, they do have 3 different numbers of, or the cap for the boosters. PC is the 57. You're supposed to get 57 boosters. From what I see right now, look, I got 37 already, right? And the way I see how it actually gives me boosters on directives, it still gives me, but the amount or how often it shows up in directives, its chance decreased significantly. Because before, I had like booster here, I had booster here, I had booster in region. Like I had 3 boosters sitting in my 3 different directives when I had low amount of it in my bag. But when I start going over 30, number 30, this is where the numbers or how often it gives you the booster for directive is significantly decreased. So if you are close to like 50-ish boosters, I believe, then the chance of getting them back in directives are gonna be very, very low. Again, it also depends on what's your upgrades on your my trophies for your cathedral and Tower of Knowledge. So like we said, you can get on PC, you can get 57 boosters just from catch-up system. But if you already 57 upgrades in, then of course you're probably not gonna get it. Or if not, then like I said, it's just a very low chance until the booster will show up in the directives. Divine Deeds you will always get until you max your entire Temple of Deeds. So Divine Deeds will stick with you until all of this are maxed. When you max the whole Temple of Deeds, then it will removes from the directives, because at that point you gonna work on your Elder Gods at that point. Because when you kind of go in a little bit further, but when you max all these three, you don't have to max the travels actually. Only War, Willpower, Knowledge. When you max that, you will unlock your Elder Gods. But that's another video or another stream for another time when I can actually get there. All right, let's see. What else? Let's see. What else? I think that's pretty much it. I talked about gear, artifacts. I talked about Temple of Deeds, Cathedral, Knowledge of Enemies. I mean, freaking tower. Oh, adepts. So adepts are still the same. Actually, no. I did update one of them. I removed the green one, because one of my adepts actually brought the blue adepts for me as well. So I switched one of the green ones, the worst green ones, to this blue one right here. But the rest of them for now are the same as the first time you became a junior god, and when you're giving you those 8 adepts. So you get 1 purple, 5 greens, and 3 blues, I believe, or 2 green, whatever. So you get the specific set of adepts when you became a junior god. Hey, Ali. But this is pretty much how I was doing the group missions and invasion missions. I was waiting until my adepts gonna bring faith, and that way I will save up maybe for 1, 2, maybe 3 days sometimes, depends on how many faith they bring in back. And when I have enough to go multiple times as a god, I just go my directives and see just to do the invasion and the group missions in order to knock down the gold directives from it. Also, I was getting some of the help from Nadi Senpai. So he was we're doing the non-god group mission, we were doing the non-god invasion missions, squad missions I was doing solo, as well as Mario was actually helping me with that as well. And yesterday actually I was doing my first, it was my very first time I've done Toxic Wasteland. And I think I can actually see it right here right now. Oh wait, this is the regions. Yeah, Toxic Wasteland. That mission, since the release of that mission yesterday, was the first time when I've done it. And it was on this, of course, on this character, on Lobby. Missions are not great, definitely. There's a lot of things I hate about it already. But it was still fun. I kind of liked the landscape of the mission was very interesting. The only one problem I have with that mission is that I still don't have Terra unlocked for me. It says complete the Uncharted Territory quest. Why the hell I am getting Toxic Wasteland in my directives if I don't have the Terra region unlocked? What the fuck, Skyforge? I can't find anyone to queue with for invasion directives. Do you have any tips for soloing it? So, tips. I think I just kind of said that, but invasion missions depends on the invasion mission. So, and again, depends on what class you're using. Let's just open, hold on. Let's just open the adventure list instead. Go into the invasion missions. All right. If you are a groove walker like me, then lend in a hand, sudden attack, of course, and cap, counter Illyrium plant, you can do solo non-god as a groove walker. So this lend in a hand, cap, sudden attack, you can do it. Non-god groove walker. Evacuation, Oceanite Incubator, I haven't tried it yet. I know the problem with the Oceanite Incubator, that the last boss has a super weird mechanics that if you didn't nuke the boss and you didn't kill the boss super fast, it will simply put you in bubble, push you way out of the zone, and you will die in the water or something like that. So I haven't tried the Oceanite Incubator solo and non-god myself yet. So does the evacuation. Evacuation as well, the last part on that mission right here, when you have to defend the protective dome around the people, it might be a little bit difficult as well because there is a waves coming from different directions, and if you don't kill the mobs fast enough, they will simply overwhelm that middle section and might destroy that protective dome. So I haven't tried it. If I will at some point, I will definitely maybe record the video about it. Maybe even I can probably do it on the stream today. I don't know, we'll see. It's either gonna be a video or maybe I'll do it today. But land in the hand, cap, and sudden attack, you can do solo non-god. If you cannot do certain missions, invasion missions, non-god solo, save up some faith from your adepts, and you can store up to 1,000 faith on your character. It's gonna be your yellow bar if you click Alt on your character, and you can just simply use God for that mission. When you are a god, and this is actually another point what I wanted to actually mention about, when you are a god and you're getting scaled to a certain mission, because even if you're doing it on a warm-up, the minimum rank for the warm-up mission, it's the previous invasion, which was 330, something like that, 330 rank for PC. It's gonna be the minimum rank for mobs, so it will boost you or scale you up to the same rank, as well as it will give you some of the bonuses from your Temple of Deeds. It may not show it on the Temple of Deeds, but like behind the scene, hidden, it will give you some of the bonuses. Like I think some of these bonuses, like in the 5 adventures, like those gives you those damage and health bonuses when you go god and when you solo it, because that's how the scaling system works right now. Evacuation, I failed every section. What class did you use? While we're doing that, I'm probably gonna do this one right here. As a Groove Walker, you can do it. It's takes a little bit longer, non-god, to do the land in the hand, like all those missions, but when I did the land in the hand, it took me like 23 minutes to do the mission. What class did you use when you try to do the evacuation? The one thing I start not liking it, I need a pickup loot ability. And we're still waiting for the Hala Trophy sale. The PS4 and Xbox already got theirs today. So I'm wondering when we're gonna get it on PCs, because I really needed it. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm gonna spend my Victor medals for on this character. Jesus. Actually, speaking of the resources, let's go to my bag and see. So I have 15,000 Argents. Credits are always going to be different because I'm spending them, I'm getting them back, etc. Victor medals, almost 15,000 Victor medals. Rare crystallite, don't worry about it. Some bullshit reward where the resources from the regular regions, and then you can just go to market, costumes, and then just somewhere here. Yeah, there you go. You can use them to buy some stupid costumes. Anyway, valuables. I have still one avatar trophy. Resources. I have 30,000 knowledge of enemies, and I still have 2 more regions to complete it for the first clear. Divine deeds, of course, always gonna vary, same as the stimulants. Allurium 9, I got already 1,300, so I had to do some of the basic quests and some introduction quests on Thea as well. And I do work on the videos on how to do the quest for the regions or directives for like Ancient Wasteland region, Invaded region, as well as Thea. That's gonna be only 3 regions for that video. I'm not gonna touch Terra yet. I have 21,300 Spark of Transformation, which surprisingly grows. This number grows very fast, I would say. Of course, you get 600 from the directives when it pops there. Then you get a bunch of maybe green, blue items when you killing enemies in the mission. And then, of course, the rest of the items. I still have the stylist service coupon, so I'll definitely maybe use that at some point to make my character look a little bit different later. This is the event items. And yeah, that's pretty much my resources. So people might ask, like, how did you get 15,000 Argents? Well, there's, of course, when you're doing a training version of Avatar, each time it appears, it gives you 500 Argents for that particular directives. If you doing the operations, this stuff, at least the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, first 7 gives you Argents. And again, if you win one or the first one, you will skip this one and you'll move on to this one. But this, all of them gives you Argents. So this is how other way you get Argents as well. And surprisingly, it took me what, I don't know, 2 weeks to actually get to the last day on the operation. Week and a half, I would say. Yeah, somewhere in that range. By the way, how to farm Allurium fast. Well, I think that reward is also would be excluded from farming fast. You can speed up how much Allurium you get with the Allurium 9 catalyst, which you can only get during maybe like from certain packs, which again you have to spend Argents. But if we're talking about free to play, not spending any Argents or without, let's call that replicators, because it's this one right here. So if we're gonna go resources, the Allurium 9 catalyst, it's like a replicator for your invasion items. It's like this item, but it's this, so it increasing the amount of how much you get. Or no, it's more of a like a intelligence data extractor, something like that. It just multiplies your Allurium 9 from the resources you get. But basically what you do for Allurium 9 is just Meteor Shower. If you have a chance to kill Kyrax almost every time, it gives you like what, 150 per kill. You can do that too. There is an event that happening disabling the terminals, or the whatever the fuck that is, like some kind of a terminals. There is a 10 of them. You have to do that. If you disable all 10 before event ended, you'll get a pretty good like 700 or something Allurium 9. But there is a bunch of events happening from where you get the Allurium 9. Of course, defending bases, defending stations, all of that gives you Allurium 9 for the completion. But like defending bases and defending stations are kind of sucks right now, because probably nobody actually does that stuff anymore. And you need to defend all 3 bases or stations to actually succeed and get the reward that you need. But then there is another quest. Again, I might just gonna have to wait and just make a video for that. But there is a few ways. Just whatever the events happening on Thea, they usually gives you Allurium 9. I don't know how you'll ever get all abilities for all classes. You talking about like regular abilities or the class symbols? Like the abilities that I'm using right now. That's what you're talking about?
Requesting updated instructions.
Free to play, this game never. They will make everything in the game pay to win at some point. See, this is where it's arguable, Mona. When you say pay to win, it's like not really a pay to win here in Skyforge. Yes, there is a weapons. Yeah, but in reality, it only works or only helps. It counts only pay to win for the weapon specifically if you do in the PvP. In reality, you can have 10 people with purple weapon, current generation, and still complete the distortions, no problem.
Combat log created.
It's just that weapon makes you a little bit more convenient, or not the convenient, what's that word for? Just make it a little bit easier. I guess that part you can also kind of count pay to win.
Activating.
But when you max everything, like, you don't win it anymore. Because other people can catch up with you without spending a penny. It will take time, yes. But, you know, this topic... Well, any game like that gonna be then waste of time. Even if it doesn't have the pay to win aspect of it. Because it's gonna be like, what are you gonna achieve then? Yes, everybody on the same level. Maybe they're just better because they have a better gaming skills. But it's not like, you know, it's not like that's not achievable. You can become better at something and kick somebody's ass in a game. But if everybody's on the same level and there is no pay to win aspect, then any game would be a waste of time. Oh, the extra blue ability, Allurium 9. Well, those are... You don't have to have all of them, Yannick. You only can use and get the one that you... classes you play. That's all you need. Like, you don't really have to get all the Allurium 9 abilities or talents. Let's call them talents. I mean, it is a talent, actually. But you don't have to have them all.
Regular warranty maintenance required. Probability of victory decreased.
Okay, Mono. One thing I can say right now, that at this point, or not, I don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me just get my thoughts. So, the one thing we have to remove from our vocabulary when we're talking about, you know, what devs do or do not do, remove the word devs. Okay? Developers, not always it's their fault that they not deliver to what player wants or community wants, right? There is always somebody above them who point fingers, pushing buttons, and tell them what to do. No matter how badly you want to do something that player asking for years and years and years, as a developer, there's a guy who has a big pocket than you are, and you working under him will tell you what to do. That's the whole thing. It's simply pretty much, you can call them as the investors, I guess, or, you know, the CEO of the company, whoever's in charge of the My Dog Games, whatever, or like My Dog Games, it's the entire company anyway. So there is some CEOs and people who only talk about the money. That's the whole thing they talk about it. They don't give a shit what content developers make, I guess. The only thing they care about is, does this content gonna bring me more money? So that's where the problem becomes. And we all know that it also happens to the Anthem as well. Because we know EA is the company who monetize whatever they can fucking monetize. You know? And this is what happens. The developers that worked on Anthem was miserable. Because they wanted to make a game, a better game, and make it that people are gonna like it. But because EA needs more money, that's all they need, they're like, nope, you're just gonna do what we're gonna tell you to do. And that same thing happens here in Skyforge. I am pretty sure.
Sending victory data to Divine Observatory. complete. Compiling status report.
The only thing I dislike about Skyforge at the moment is the classes. And I mean the new class like Firestarter, they could have made something way cooler. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, true and maybe not true, I guess. Ooh, perfect operation. I just need the personal progress at that point. Well, you can make a game free to play. You have to properly make like take a Guild Wars 2 for example. That game is 80%, well 90% free to play game. The only thing you have to pay for something there is because of the expansions, and because of the expansions blocking something that, and there is always the reason why they've done it. So, but in general, the core of the game in Guild Wars 2, you can play it for free and you don't have to spend any money for it. So if they would have done it something like that in Skyforge as well, then they would definitely succeed. I'm pretty sure they would definitely succeed. But at that point, they're gonna have to work super hard on the expansions. You know the problem with skins, Yannick, in Skyforge? That they simply lacking the creativity on the skins here in Skyforge. Yes, sometimes we get like one, maybe two sometimes cool skins. That's something new, something is not recolored. Yes, but look at the time for how long it actually takes them to do it. One stupid skin. It's like, no, you have to step up, okay? You have to keep up with the game. You have to make cool costumes, freaking at least like new costume once a month or something. Maybe once in 2 months, once per invasion or something like that. I don't know. Maybe twice per invasion, but it has to be like updated, not just selling the same costume, but it's because it's a different color. Like, it's just stupid. Oh, thank you, Renee. Well, let's see what else I can do. I can actually do this one right now. And I'm definitely gonna go God on this one, because there is no other way for me to complete this. Let's see. 140 faith. Okay, I'm gonna use this. And I'm gonna sell this. Gonna sell all of this crap that I don't need. Sparks, I'll take that. I'll take that. And Atlas is just reworked, not new content. Yep, it was revamped. I agree. There is no argument on that part. It was revamped. So, but like a base or the foundation of the Atlas, kind of the same-ish, just revamped for the current system. May I ask, I watched your video of the companion compilation of classes. Does the archer really suck without orange equipment? Well, on my opinion, again, it's only my opinion, and I don't play archer pretty much never. I played it a long time ago when it was still okay. But on my opinion right now, archer, even with the orange weapon, are kinda doesn't deal too much damage. Maybe some people might disagree with me on that part, but on my opinion, it's not really good class. So it deals damage, but not enough to actually play that class all the time on raids or even doing the missions. Especially if you're doing regular missions, that class doesn't deal any fucking damage whatsoever. But some of the classes, or technically most of the classes, only are good just because of the legendary weapon. Or the, let's call it a pay-to-win weapon, I guess. Because if you remove that weapon from certain class, for example, take a Berserker, for example, right? If you remove the Iron Heart weapon and Gvadar weapon and just use the simple purple weapon on that class, for PvE content, it's gonna be completely useless. Unless you need to break a shield on the boss or something like that. The Berserker good for breaking a shield, yes. But without a legendary weapon, it's, in general, it's completely useless. Right now, the best classes for new players would be Group Walker, or like let's call it a new player friendly, that no matter what weapon you use, you still gonna deal a pretty good amount of damage or maybe survivability in that node as well. It's the Group Walker, Soundwaver. These two classes are new player friendly. It's easy to learn them and how to play it. And you don't need a really special weapon for those two classes. Firestarter, of course, it's a amazing class because it's a top DPS right now. I mean, it might also depends on the, I guess, well, even if you're not counting Invasion Atlas, the Firestarter right now will be always top DPS class. The only problem that I have with Firestarter that it's squishy as hell. You think they go and announce expansion of the new updates soon? Well, since we already got two updates, almost like really back to back, the one that affects the new player progression system, you know, there's removing might from gear, removing stronghold, all that, and then now we got the exoskeleton suit. I'm assuming there's maybe maybe a month or two, and possibly maybe next invasion, we might gonna get something extra. Because I'm thinking that the exoskeleton part is just a small part of something bigger. Because at this point right now, the exoskeleton suit is technically worthless. I like Slayer and Outlaw. Outlaw is still fun class to play. Slayer is honestly only good for PvP. Without the legendary weapon for PvE, it's not that good. What was point getting exoskeleton? Yeah, I agree, it's worthless. Yep. You got the companion damage with exosuit. There is not a big difference, Taichi. There is not a big difference between if you run in the suit for the companion damage or if you run in it with. I didn't see any huge difference. I mean, of course the numbers will be slightly better just because of that the bonus for 10 seconds buff that you pick it up. Yes. And then the one part that it's only in the beginning of the fight that recharges your companion attack. But for now, there is no real reason why should you get that exoskeleton suit. You will get it, you know, if you're doing distortions, you will get it anyway. But you like, there is no real reason to actually use it.
personal file.
Is the trash as the best Pantheon on the EU?
Quest data added to archives.
And now it would give me the heart of the city. My Terra region is still locked. Why are you giving me those missions? They're definitely gonna have to remove that shit at some point. I don't like this. Because I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that mission. No matter if I can use the god or not, I don't care. I'm just simply not doing that. And here we go. So I got 150 or 750 deeds plus this 100, and then first clear reward for Spark of Transformations. I'll take that as well. I got the weapon makes Thorns stronger on groove. Yeah, that one is really good. Yep. Yep, a lot of changed in this game. Alright. Temple of Deeds, Hall of War, and here we go. Internal Warrior. Here we go. Increases all damage by 20%. Works in any form. God, non-God. Nice. Can free-to-play player obtain Orange equipment? Yes, you can. Look, I have 15,000 Argents just from playing on this character for free. I didn't spend anything on it. Look at the Mario. I can help you with the heart of heart of the city. Pickle, you mad you have a group. We headed for an M today. Ouch. Well, I'm only mad it's because it's not supposed to be unlocked for me. Because look, hold on. Look at the adventure list. Look at regions. Terra. It's still locked, okay? Why are you giving me this mission? I still didn't even complete the Uncharted Territory quest. I will, and I will stream just for that part, because I don't remember anything about the Terra and how everything works right now, because they did change a lot. But it's locked for me. This shit is locked. Why are you giving me the Toxic Wasteland, and why are you giving me Heart of the City? Terra best region hands down. Tell me why, Mono. Why it's the best region. Do Heart of the City, please. Best map in the game. Heart of the City and Toxic is easy. I can go God without losing it. Got my symbols in deep. I did the same thing in my main character. I got all my symbols. I'm like, okay, see ya, bye. I mean, right now there is a lot happening on Terra. Like, there is a lot of ways to get ether there. There is a lot of things you can do there, I guess, at this point. Let's see, we're gonna get that booster as well, I guess. Ooh, hold on. I don't have enough. I don't think I have enough faith to go God on that mission. I need more bag space. Am I gonna have to spend some credits to buy some extra space? I love that new players don't know that Terra was cancer, and in Heart of the City you couldn't go God. Yeah, for new players, I guess right now, with all the stuffs that we did before, every time it came out, a lot had changed. Definitely a lot easier the first time it came out around. You can go God on Terra. Yes, you can if you have certain upgrades for the space programs there. I think there is a special terminals that allows you to go God. It doesn't matter who actually unlocked them, which Pantheon will be in charge of that space program. But as long as it's unlocked, everybody can use God. but it's a small amount of time. I think it was like 10 minutes, whatever, 8 minutes, 9 minutes, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe less. It's just a very low amount how long you can stay god on that region. Skyrim 98, crazy pickle, wow. When is the selling? I don't know what's called. You're talking about Hall of Trophy sale? There's a little ether flower you can fill with 50% to receive a god spark for 7 minutes, I bet. Oh, I didn't know that, because I didn't do. If you go god on Terra, it's 15 minutes of god. Okay. Yeah, because I right now I don't know a lot about Terra. I kind of remember from the first time I was there, but since then changed so much. Then obviously I'm gonna have to go through the whole thing on this character right now. And what I'm gonna actually planning to do, I will actually go through the storyline quest Uncharted Territory on my next stream. Most of the Terra symbols are dog shit. I only got the Necro symbol when I was playing the gold one. Yeah. I got the first time, I just simply got all of them. I'm like, whatever. I got all of them. And that way I can forget about them. This way for God form via flower, only for Pantheon. Oh, what controlled green program. Oh, that's, see? Look, you guys know so much. So the flower is specifically for the Pantheon who controls the space program. I see. Not true? Symbol. I don't know. Okay, now I'm confused. Anyway. Let's see. 750 deeds on the group mission. Come on. Well, since I'm not unlocking the Hall of Travels right now yet, I guess I'm just gonna start working on my Halls of Willpower at this point. I don't have to spend anything for it, just the avatar trophies, which I need one more, and then just my divine deeds for that. Reduce the fate cost of divine healing and willpower by 50%. Well, I'll take that. And again, reduce the cooldown of divine healing. Oh, it's a faith cost cooldown. Okay. The Eternal Link for Pantheon controlling Terra program. That's really good. That's really nice to know. Depending on Terra symbols, there are ones that are better than others. Maybe later in the Atlas, using those other Terra symbols you never use will become meta for that invasion. It's a possibility. That's actually seems how they kind of go in that route, the same way how they do it for the classes, right? Before you only play like what, 4 classes, right? Maybe what 2-3 supports, 1-2-3 tanks, whatever, maybe 2-3 DPS classes. But because of the invasion atlas requires you to use certain class to get that additional bonus buff, damage boost, whatever, it requires you to play that class. So that's probably a possibility how they can do it for some of the Terra symbols as well. If you never use them, certain ones, and you're like, oh, you know what, we're just gonna create atlas bonus for that particular symbol, and you're gonna have to use it in order to kill some distortion bosses or avatar. So yeah, it's a possibility, yeah. All right, let's see what else we can do. My adepts. Wow, okay. And I don't really want to spend my knowledge of enemies to get the free gods. Hmm. I need the Highlight Trophy sale. Give me one. I'm going to do the Heart of the City. Do you want to join? Not really. I mean, it would be nice to, yes, but it's okay. I think for now, I can just maybe talk about what else I achieved so far. Let's see. First class I unlocked it was, of course, Groove Walker. We all know that. I already have Soundwaver class as well. And I did unlock that class, oh, let's see. I would say about a week ago. No, not a week ago. Probably more than that. Definitely like maybe almost 2 weeks ago. Definitely something like that. And I got the weapon, all damage for that class. I, of course, all the abilities unlocked as well. Only need to work the talent one. Am I able to copy your stream link to put in my Discord if people wants to watch? Yeah, of course. Like there should be like a share button where you can get the link for this video, for this stream, and yeah. Yeah, the PS4 and Xbox got theirs, and I'm like, where's the PC? Come on, why we got left off? Before there was epic weapon for correcting class meta. Now it's making via Atlas seems step in correct way. I guess. I mean, it like makes it's a one way to, it's a kind of a correct way for a short term, because after that the next invasion will be different bonuses. If somehow they could make it permanent to extent, I guess, then that's definitely going to be a correct way to go. But if it's just temporarily, then I guess not really. That's weird. PC should get first. Well, usually we do get first, but I guess not this time. As long as it's on RU, they're happy. Yeah, they already had two. They had one at the end of the invasion for, what, demons? And then they had now one during Oceanites. Like, they already had two, almost back to back. It's like, why the hell it taking them so long to bring it here? No clue. Guess I can maybe do at least complete these directives. It's just a simple 8 quest. And actually another good thing about having a Soundwaver as a new player, it's regions like that, like real simple regions. That's gonna be the best way to do the quest, is using Soundwaver on the regions like that. If it's a something harder region, like I guess Terra, Thea, Antian Wasteland, I preferably would use the Groove Walker instead. I mean, Antian Wasteland, if you're killing worms, the sandworms, you can do it as a Soundwaver. It's very, very easy. But I think Thea and the invaded region, the Groove Walker, definitely the best way to go.
Victory details added to personal file.
I finally maxed all my trophies and bought some extra stuff. Not 20 levels under max no more after waiting for so long. That's not nice. Congrats, man. That's good. Especially now, like, I'm really surprised. I'm still can't believe they made the trophy boosters. I still cannot believe why. I mean, there's definitely a reason why, because I think people wasn't spending as much as they would expect before the trophy boosters, like, you know, buying victor medals or spending Argents and 9 events to get those victor medals going and stuff like that. So they just see that people got smart about it And like, you know what, I'm either waiting for trophy sale plus collecting my victor medals, you know, directives, whatever other events you do, like Ingar Tester and all that stuff, and save them up until that sale. And then you're like, you know what, why the hell not just go for the boosters, and maybe we can find some other place to monetize it. Oh, boss again? I just killed him. Come on. Just kill the guy.
Especially dangerous enemy detected.
God is the best way to travel in Karathea, an invaded region. God is best to travel anywhere. Doesn't matter if it's a region or not.
Sending victory data to Divine Observatory.
Oh, you know what? What I forgot to talk about? Yes, I forgot to talk about the Invasion Atlas and how to work it as a new player. All right, let's talk about it right now real quick. Invasion Atlas. So we have a big one, right? I have this one. And honestly, if you are noticed or not, but look at the Invasion Atlas and just imagine what it looks, what it looks like. I think it looks like a penis. Am I right? Anyway, so Atlas, what are you working on as a new player? Of course, you're gonna have to do first. You're gonna have to do the operation, right? Like right now, you getting the Oceanite, whatever the name is, that those whatever the item. You're getting the invasion items, whatever. You get that in order to upgrade your Atlas. The other way you get the items is from the invasion missions. You get 2. I think they can only stack 7 behind. So if you're like 7 days behind that, this reward will probably only stack 7 times. After that, it will stop. So same as directives. Anyway, go back to the Invasion Atlas. The first thing you're going to have to work on as a new player on Atlas, it's simply just focusing on the bonuses for your squad. Seems same pronouncing in RU. Oh yeah, ADIS, I guess. Yeah, you can call that. It's just kind of weird, like there's no, yeah, whatever. Yes, ADIS. Let's call them ADIS. We actually call them idiots. Isn't it funny? All right, guys, I need to do the operation to get some idiots to upgrade my Atlas. I need 20 idiots to get to whatever symbol I want to get. Anyway, as a new player, to work on an Atlas, you're going to have to only work on group mission, squad mission bonuses. Because at that point, that's the only thing you need to go for. Yes, there is sometimes, of course, the class will change, and maybe if you're playing a group walker and there will be a group mission for the group walker, here we go, you will get the bonus. But it's not a case right now for the Oceanite. Yes, there is an archer for the squad. There is a berserker for the group one. Lightbinder for the group one is the knight. But you only need the extra like damage reduction, damage increase. That's pretty much what you need to. That's what you need to work on first time around. You don't have to really worry about too much of going this far because it's technically really expensive, and if you failing to do the operation properly, then it's gonna be really hard to get there for you and just frustrated. Just work on this small part right here. Of course, each new invasion Atlas would look differently, so that way, you know, but still, the main option will be just squad bonuses for damage increase and damage reduction, as well as the group damage increasing and damage reduction bonuses. That's all you need to work for. I mean, if you can collect some of it and get maybe this focus superiority right here during this invasion, that's definitely going to be a big plus for you as well. But that's pretty much all. So this is how far I got just by doing kind of week and a half of the operation plus the invasion missions almost daily, and this is how far I got so far. And of course, it's not using the the replicators, because of course we don't buy in it, we don't buy in argents, we don't spend argents for stuff like that. So it's completely free in-game reward, and that's what I'm only using. New content, let's make the invasion atlas look different. Okay. Oh man, now I have to talk to the whoever is there. Yeah, shut up. Okay, eliminate. Okay. Oop, I run the wrong way. Yeah, right here.
Careful. That's where we split up. Observation probes must have recorded something. We can download the data from them.
Well, I guess
Warning.
I can also
Critical
talk
speed.
about
Nearing coding melting point.
part of the Sparkle transformation in classes, I guess, a little bit, at least for the beginners, for new players. Again, like I said probably early in this stream, that the Groove Walker and Soundwaver will be the new player friendly classes. The Groove Walker will be the optimal way for survivability and a good damage as well. Soundwaver is also good damage. Survivability is slightly lower than the Groove Walker, but it also makes you to actually learn your first support class. Yes, you have the LB as a free support, you can definitely learn that too, but as the new player, the reason why you might be better to learn Soundwaver is because the abilities on that class doesn't require you to have a big amount of might, because let's say for Lightbinder, like a Lightbinder is flood, it's required you to have a high might because it shares the 40% of your might to the affected characters. Same thing for the Alchemist. The Stimulants is a 50% sharing might from the Alchemist. So in those cases, you're gonna have to have a higher might in order to do raids or some big nightmare missions, whatever. Soundwaver, you don't really have to do that, because all of the bonuses strictly just solid 30% or 10%, whatever. No need for highest might. And it's also, easy to learn, and sometimes it really good to have multiple people who actually knows how to play Soundwaver or any other supports, and that way you can rearrange people around. So if you learn as a new player, start learning Soundwaver earlier. By the time you get to the distortions and all the raids stuff, that way you can tell people like, yo, I know how to play Soundwaver. So they're like, okay, you can play.
Switching to combat mode.
Is the Thanatos ship a good credit farm? Well, it depends how long it takes you to complete it. So right now, the high amount for solo or new player to farm credits would be two options. Either keep freaking going through the Thanatos ship over and over again. I think it still gives you 100,000 credits, I believe. I hope they didn't change that. Or doing the Raku, let's see. Where is that? Raku Valley region. So you can compare how long it takes you to complete Thanatos' ship to the region. And I don't remember how much Roku Valley gives without the premium. I think with premium, it's like a mil or something. What about getting the superiority nodes to have higher superiority for more damage and defense? Or does it matter much? It doesn't really matter much for new players at the moment. Like I don't have, because you run missions only on the warm-up right now. If you, because you can run missions on trial. So if you run in a trial, then yes, the bonus rank will definitely benefit you a lot to kill mobs fast enough. But the warm-up, it doesn't really matter. So you already scaled up there, you completely even with enemies, and the only difference makes between you and enemies, it's your main damage bonus stats, you know, crit damage bonus stats and all of that. So I mean, it will I mean, at some point it's definitely gonna benefit you if you definitely gonna have higher bonus rank, but is it really, you know, worth stressing out that much and then try to actually get the bonus rank? Not really. If you're killing stuff right now without a problem, without struggling or something like that, then you don't really need that bonus rank. 5-minute stops, which will give 7,500 credit, I think. It's for the Thanatos ship, 5 minutes. Did you like new story on Golden Road? It's in fact old story, just improved. Well, it was interesting for me because when I saw all these little changes there, and I was really excited actually. I did like the mission, what is it called? The fort something, I think. Where is that? Flesh area? Fort Steel. I did like that mission. That was really, really good. Yes. I enjoyed that mission. And the boss, there was one boss fight. I think they kind of nerfed him a little bit, I believe, right now. But that boss was actually fun to do. Even though I died like 5 times until I figured out his mechanics. But it was a hell of a fun. It was really interesting. I don't really know why they're not letting people do that mission over again. It's just like a one time, probably just specifically for this story. Just kind of weird. Would be nice to have that maybe even as a directives. Why the hell not? I think I'll take it. Might probably gonna regret it at some point, but I'll take it. For now, I'll take it. And yeah, the Fort Steel, it's I know Senpai told me that it's the only new part I think on that mission was the outside part, but when you go on the inside of that fort, it's the same thing. What it was like long time ago. I think they will make outside part as a standalone dungeon. It's possibility, yeah. Like defending the fort from outside, killing those waves. Yeah, that's a possibility might happen, yeah. Yeah, I see. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he wants to help. He helping me a lot. He all the time like, oh, if you need help, just let me know. I'll help you out. Oh, if you need this, just let me know. I'll do this. Oh, do you need? I'm like, man, just chill, okay? I mean, I do appreciate, I do appreciate help. I do appreciate those people who actually have time and are actually willing to help, like new players in general, not just me because I'm a crazy pickle, whatever, you know. If I wanted to, I can just simply grab the laptop, load my main account on the laptop, and just carry my lobby through everything all the time and progress 3 times faster that I'm progressing it right now. I mean, I can really do that, but I'm like, does it really worth it? I mean, it only worth to make, you know, to get to the point, you know, in order to make videos or maybe explain people how to do this, this, and this. But I think I'm kind of right now going in a pretty good speed right now that I don't really need to have that carry a lot, you know. Ooh, there's a follower. Let's help him out. I'll be your loyal follower. Oh yes, you will. Anyone who does that is a guy, yeah. Like, we need more people. We need more people like that who willing to help. And I know there is people who always willing to help. It just sometimes happen that just simply they don't have time. It's either like bad timing when they're busy with doing their stuff, and then they just have a limited time for how long they can play. But in general, they're like, look, if I have time, like let's say on my day off, whatever, if I can help somebody, I will. Like the only thing you need to do is just ask. There you go. Finally. Is the PC community friendly? LOL, PS4 Civic community is very toxic.
Mission successfully completed.
Well, as far as I know, it is friendly, yes. Of course, depends, you know, I'm pretty sure there is a lot of people on EU who definitely willing to help. Again, I don't know because I'm not on the EU server, and but I'm pretty sure NA or EU server definitely have the friendly people and who willing to help. Like on NA server, we do have quite a few people who are, you know, helping. But again, you know, it all depends on, you know, you have to be in a Pantheon. So that's kind of like I guess a requirement, I should say. You know, I mean, people still can help even if you're not on Pantheon, but it's just a little bit easier when you are.
Movement efficiency increased.
My cape is broken. It's on the wrong side. It's too low. Like under my shoulder blade or something. Like, what the hell?
Probability of victory decreased.
What do you think about my costume, guys? Isn't it cool? Yeah. Cookie guy as a rock star. And there should be one more here on this. 10 out of 10. Thanks. How do you switch from EU to NA server? Simply, if you go, well, if you open your launcher, right, the game center, there is a drop menu on that where you can choose the server, and you just drop it to North American server, and then just start playing. The only problem with that, if you don't have a character on the NA, so you will start over again. It's not like you can play same character on different servers. I mean, it would be nice, right? But it's not. So if you didn't start, are UPC community very toxic? I'm not surprised. You know, I mean, I'm from Ukraine originally, but Russian people are toxic, yes. Oh, fucking big assholes of all times. But community is also 3 times bigger. Like, almost, at least the games that they play in general, so. Okay, it's 60%, teleport back. If somebody's wondering what I'm actually doing right now, this is how you complete the NTN Wasteland directives. Simply just by killing desert worms. So you need like 8 of them to kill in order to get the NTN Wasteland cleanup quest to 100%. Oh no, I killed them too fast. Now I have to wait until they reappear here. Or somebody else killed it. Come on. Like you do the little circle, just kill 8 of them in that same direction that I just did. What does Eternus gives you? Ooh, so what does it give me? I think nah, really nothing, I guess. I mean, it gives you like 80% towards your NTN Wasteland cleanup quest. It does. Maybe credits. I don't think it gives you that it was given long time ago, that weekly bucks or something. I think it's just the credits that for killing him. I don't think it does give you anything else. Is there a fast way to level up after level 320? Not really. I think at that point, the only thing is left for you, it's the trophy, my trophies, I believe, unless it's if it's maxed. Yeah, the Eternus gives you like 80% for the quest progress. Yes, I mean I can kill him, 105 faith, but I don't want to spend that much. But as a god, I can do it definitely. Yeah. But it's easy for me to kill worms, the desert worms, and just get to 100% just by killing 8 of them.
Evasive maneuver failed.
But yeah, there is no fast way to level up. So it's only like maxing your Cathedral Tower of Knowledge. If they, let's say, if they increased the cap on those 2 buildings, get that to max. If you haven't got your trophies fully maxed, that's the only way you get the extra might from there. And yeah, that's pretty much all. There is no other ways. I mean, the bonus ranks gives you the bonus rank. Obviously, it only comes from upgrading your gear for the superiority, as well as upgrading your atlas. You will not be able to kill him. He resets all the time. Why everybody's getting some kind of a broken stuff, and when I'm trying to do something, it still works fine. I mean, maybe it's something new, but I don't remember the last time I killed Eternus. It was long time ago, so I guess it's probably broken right now. one more and we should be fine. And done.
Quest complete.
Oh, another one.
Compiling status report.
Yeah, gonna use that one. 228. And my tower 149. So 10 rings just from today. Not bad. I guess since we got it again, and then we can just 100 credits, 150 victor medals. I'll take that. Nice for you. Go to Eternus. You want me to kill Eternus? Okay. I'll use my faith for it. I'll kill it. Unless it's gonna keep resetting on me. That's gonna be a waste of 100 faith, isn't it? Ooh, look at that. He just ate that chicken. 80% and not as useful as for me. I mean, 20 minutes left. Like how long is actually?
Active caution mode.
Let's go, big guy.
Capturing image for archives.
No. I forgot that it actually does that to you. Oh, somebody showed up. Okay, now I know what to do here. Spears, spears. And we need one more. Right there. Oh, Mario. Damn it. $15G going through for a new player. Probably can do more damage as a groove walker actually. Let's see. Oh no. Hold on. Spears again. I definitely can do more damage as a groove walker. There's one more. There's one more. I can get it. I can get it. I got it. Okay, he's gonna go down. Pop the flowers. And Mario for the rescue. Yeah, he's like stuck in me like. Oh, again. Fierce. We got him. Yeah, we got him. Nice. Yeah, definitely I deal more damage as a Grow Walker on this guy. Do a face reveal? Too early. Ah, I couldn't pick it up, damn it. Will you build a companion build on this account? Oh yes, I will. 100%. Because I want to see how good it's going to be on the low rank player. Okay, we need one more spear. We got him. So I could definitely done it myself, but thank you, Mario. I do appreciate it. And 80%. Here we go. But see, in that case, if you're trying to do that solo, you have to use a god. So, but I mean, now at least it's easy to kill these guys. Oh, really? You're gonna disappear on me like that?
Insufficient memory space.
Oh, reset. What a crazy...
Initializing attack protocols.
And 2 worms. And quest completed.
Mission successfully completed.
Ooh, now it gives me the diaphragm. Okay. 100 credits, 3000 knowledge of enemies. Okay. Easy region quest. I'll definitely like that. When it's not giving me Yusuni for the invaded region or Thea or... well, that's pretty much it, yeah, I think. The other 2 regions. Crazy ones. Actually. Soundweaver... Oh wait, we can actually talk to this guy here first. So that's actually the reason why I'm saving all these pieces of gear right here, because I think those pieces I am actually gonna use for the companion build. But again, what I need is for that build to make it work perfectly, I will need the what is it? Personal medic, right? Once you have... no, it's not that. Which one? I already forgot which one is this one, I think. Once you have a revive... no, it's not. Divine formula you can use... no, wait. I forgot which ability is freaking recovering your dashes and health after each battle. My mobility modification. Oh, those 2 new ones that I didn't get on my main account, I believe. Personal medic. After battle, you can... oh, see, I didn't read the beginning part of this description. They will restore your health and dash charges. So this is what I need. Personal medic. At that point, I'm probably gonna need the pickup loot, that I don't have to worry about the loot. But in general, if you're not gonna go for the pickup loot, just so for the companion build, it will be personal medic. Then I will need the overload module artifact, which is 3000, I believe 5000, 10,000, 15, 20. I don't remember the amount of for the last one. And revive mode. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think you need that one. I think it's only the personal medic, because every time you out of the battle, that's all you need to get your dashes and companion charges back. So that's all you need. And what else? I can still stick with just the blue or whatever if I can get the purple weapon somehow at some point, maybe from a special troop. So definitely that. I can stick just with the regular one. And of course, just to reroll the stats on my gear for the companion build, as well as the symbols. I already have the chain distraction one, so I don't have to go there far anywhere. It's the first one. This one I only had to get the berserker mode. And if I'll do, I'm probably gonna use the crushing aura maybe. Today's my birthday. Well, happy birthday. How to pronounce your name? But happy birthday, happy birthday. Can you use companion build in Nightmare and maybe Endgame? Oh yes, you can. Alright, let's start actually doing quests here.
The strength of the Immortals never ceases to amaze me. This creature destroyed several of our tanks, and you have managed to defeat it alone.
Yeah, it's actually really good, like let's say for higher rank players, and if you have that full companion setup with like everything possibly like to maximize your damage from it, then you can literally solo a lot of things non-god, and you can save so much faith. Like you can solo regular group missions, companion damage. It's take a little bit longer, but it's definitely faster than without the companion build. But yeah, you can do a lot of things with that stuff.
Combat log created.
I think I don't have to kill this anymore.
Requesting updated instructions. Please refrain from rebooting me until the operation is complete.
Gee, so many quests in one area. Look at that. Disable egg. I mean, destroy the eggs. Kill this chickens. Kill that. Are you planning to switch to another console? Well, I don't play on the console, and I probably never will. I'm level 345 and I can't go higher. What do you suggest to do? Is it the 345? It's the is it a main rank, or it's the total with bonus rank? I don't remember. I think it's a main one. Isn't it the maxed 340, 350 maxed one? I don't remember. I'm literally not keeping track of the max main rank at this point. 355, so you're like 10 ranks behind. At this point, for you, the only thing is left is probably the trophies, the might trophies. Of course the max in your cathedral and tower of knowledge. And I think that's it. I don't think there is any other ways you can get the might from. So because the might only might increase in your main rank right now, so yeah, that's the only two ways left. Might trophies for cathedral and tower, and then actually maxing cathedral and tower. So at this right now, you're only gonna have to focus saving the victor medals, wait for the Hala trophy sale, and get those last trophies that you have not upgraded it yet. You just upgraded it.
Insufficient memory space, archiving data.
Another thing actually I like about this Invasion Atlas, specifically for new players, it's the emblems bonus. So if you're rocking emblems of destruction, and you go to your Atlas, and if you can get hands at least on this one right here, the Destroyer, activate Emblem of Destruction will not vanish right away. Instead, it will remain active for 6 seconds, exploding every 2 seconds, dealing damage in the area of the effect, weakening enemies, and making them take 10% more damage after each explosion, up to 30% max, and the effect will last 10 seconds. And of course, there's another level of it which will bring up to 60%. So, but again, to go through that, you have to go 15, 20, 15, and then boom, boom. So if you can get that hands on those two and rocking Emblems of Destruction, man, your damage will increase significantly. Like, you're gonna kill shit faster. It's only a matter of, you know, how often the Emblems of Destruction are actually dropping. So that's all that matters. By the way, the Axo is OP with companion build plus the destroyer node. Well, so if you're talking about the boots that you get from, probably it's already fixed right now. Not fixed, actually. I believe it's removed. Whatever that Ron bonus to emblems was from the 4th distortions.
Perfect. Now we shouldn't run out of energy anytime soon.
But the back piece from the 2nd distortion, yes, it gives you that. If you upgrade it to mythical, it will drop 4 extra emblems on top of the percentage or chance that drops from regular, I guess, setup. Then yes, it's kind of still insane, but again, I guess it's just only really good for clearing regular stuff, at least on my opinion, since they already patched that not to patch, to remove that bonus, I believe, from boots that people abused when they got it from the fourth distortion. Now those boots are kind of useless. But if they will fix that and make it like to work it as it's supposed to work, then I think on that part, yeah, with the emblem, for the emblem setup with the Invasion Atlas at this time, oh man, the damage can be crazy, yes. And at least in the beginning of the fight for every nightmare boss, it definitely gonna benefit a lot. But again, you only run nightmares when you over 300 something rank, so it's not really applies to the new players or like a mid-class players, I would say.
Analyzing system components. Efficiency 100%.
I use them on Atlas, so my CV node works everywhere.
Correct tactical.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do
detected.
that. Oh, my weapon disappeared and I used my ulti. Come on.
Movement efficiency increased.
What's next? Ooh, another scientific development project. I'll take that. Hmm. This purple quest. What does it actually do to me? Oh, I think it's one of the Bastion quests, which I don't really care for now. The only one thing I need to do is probably teleport here.
I told you to bring it to lab number 4.
I told you to bring... Chill, man. Okay, where am I going? Where is exit? Let me out. Oh, right here. Is it also a Bastion quest here? Probably not.
Combat log created.
You think they will bring back Pantheon Wars? I hope not. At least not at this stage. Or not as as the Pantheon Wars were before. Because look at this. Companion damage. Companion setup, right? People who has shitloads of faith, they will just set up those people with the companion damage bonus. And then the Pantheon War is gonna be a disaster. Because it's all gonna be like, who's gonna kill first as a companion with a companion build. If they need to change a lot of things on Pantheon Wars, on my opinion. To make it more fair, I think, I would say if you remove the god option, so just simply in the mortal phase, no gods at all, definitely I think that would be good, on my opinion. But if they will bring the Pantheon Wars at some point, I hope they did change something to it. If not, it's gonna be a clusterfuck. Everybody's gonna be pissed. Everybody's gonna be mad. Everybody's gonna yell and call the words on the developers again and shit like that. So I hope they're not gonna bring it right now unless they're actually working on something to change. Damn, it's somewhere up there. How the fuck am I getting there? Oh, it's through this way. You stupid me.
Living organism eliminated. Determining a probable killer.
Well, it's only fun for those who actually doing that. It's not fun for those who actually dying from it.
Safety level in the area, 99.9%.
Well, the last time the Pantheon was here, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but I didn't really care about it too much. Like, I didn't even have the PvP setup at that point. I was running the PvE setup, and then just whatever I could do it, I could. So, of course, I was dying faster than anybody else, but still could do something at least.
Initializing attack protocol.
But yeah, it's the last time when the Pantheon Wars ended, that's pretty much what it was. It was the freaking God Wars. You know, like there's only elder gods and gods running around and just trying to kill each other. It's like what's the point of it? Like, what the hell am I joined right now? Like, it's not a Pantheon Wars, it's a Gods Wars.
Analyzing system components. Efficiency 100%. Sending victory data to Divine Observatory.
Yeah, that's why I complete Rage Elder first in order to use it on Pantheon. A lot of people did that, so because they figured like, oh, Pantheon Wars, let's go Rage. And I think at that time I was kind of like halfway through on the Rage. I was kind of started earlier, I mean later, sorry, later on the Elder Gods, because I did worked on, well, I kind of messed it up first time around. I start putting some points in tenacity, but then I'm like, oh no, you have to go mercy. So I start, the cool thing that they actually like got us those points back. And so I actually put all the points from tenacity to mercy. And then I started working on mercy. But by that time, people was actually who didn't really care too much about mercy. They just like went for the rage first because of the Pantheon Wars. And while I was working on my rage during Pantheon Wars, it wasn't enough, so I couldn't get enough cognition to make it maxed before the Pantheon Wars ended it. But again, I didn't do PvP. I don't do PvP, and I didn't have the PvP set at that time, so I was basically useless on Pantheon Wars.
That's what killed him. Sensors show that the next tablet is located in the dust ravine. I can't even imagine how it got there.
Is it possible to get all aspects without going god farming? I believe it is. You should get the cognition until you max all from directives until you max your elder gods. It's just long and tedious time. But it is possible. I am sure.
Knew I shouldn't have sent the poor guy off alone. Look what happened. Me and my stupid head. All the data has been collected. Great.
My bag is full.
To Chemist Station and find Polybius. He's anxiously waiting for the research results.
Yeah, it will take a lot of time. Like, one of the guys in my Pantheon, when he started doing the cog farm, he maxed all his... From the time he became an Elder God, and from the time he started it, I think he maxed all his Elder Gods in... I don't know, I don't want to say wrong number, but I think like 4 or 5 months, maybe? I think. I gotta actually have to double check with him and ask him how long it actually took. But it's about around that time, I would say, like 4 or 5 months, I think. But because it only gives you, well, if you just starting out, the amount of cognition with any extra bonuses for the cog boost, you get, I believe, 1,250 cognition per directives. And again, I will definitely see that when my little guy right here will get to that point, and you know, we can actually see, because the way I'm planning to do the cog farming on this guy is basically not to farm faith at all in my case, because I don't have time for that. But of course, the people who would have the time for farming faith, picking up those followers and stuff, they have they can feel free to do it, to do so. But I am not gonna do that, and simply just gonna try to save up faith that comes from my adepts and use it on the days when people actually do in cog farm. But until then, it's a long way to go.
They want to break my Burla into atoms and use her ether body for experiments. Stop them before it's too late.
Kill the big giant cube and save Burla.
Red level, maximum. Sending victory data to Divine Observer.
You saved me. There aren't enough words in Alien to express my gratitude. What a nightmare. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
And that...
Mechanics. They aren't capable of deriving pleasure from their victims' suffering. Why were they torturing me? But if they weren't, you'd have no one to save. What about others? Are they alive?
Oh, that's fantastic. Dorcius. He is nice. I think now I know what to say to his proposal.
Oh, wow. They're getting married. Okay.
It's me again. I'm sorry for asking for something again, but could you meet us? Right where we met the first time. We'll be waiting.
I'm not gonna listen to all this bullshit right here. Okay. Now I need to go back to the capital and then re-enter stupid region to get more quests back again. There you go.
Downloading data. Downloading data. Requested sub. Downloading data. Requested subjects not found. Downloading data. Requested subject.
I need one more camera. There you go. Is there one more? I think one more. This should be the last one.
Downloading data. Requested subjects not found.
What class are you going to buy next? I don't know. Maybe I actually didn't think about it. I really didn't think about it. Like what class? Ah, interesting. I mean, probably the optimal way just to go for the fire starter. I guess depends. Because I mean, I can support as a sound waver if I get to the point where I can do the raids. DPS, I don't know. I don't think I really need it for right now as a DPS character. Maybe I'm not gonna buy anything at all. I don't know. Maybe I'll just gonna keep saving sparks and then we'll see.
Judging by the tracks, a very large Vesper caught him, and they are very dangerous.
Mission successfully completed.
And the last gold directives for the regions. Nice. I did. Wow, that was actually really, really good. That I only got Indian Wasteland as the kind of a scaled big region. And then the rest of it was just the regular ones. That's really nice. Knock the directives. So easy. Now I don't really have to worry about the region directives for another 7 days. I think, like, I'm thinking right now about, like, you know, what probably next class would be. The only thing I could say, I guess, is just probably gonna be depend on either Atlas for the next invasions, and probably I will only unlock the next class when I might be gonna be, if I'll be able to do at least some, like, first, maybe like second distortions. Of course, depending on the invasion as well. If it's something easy, you know, and I can actually do it and survive it there without a problems, then it depends maybe on a bonus from the Atlas. And let's say if I can only just support from that part, I can just unlock that class and support the team with that Atlas node. But I think for now, you don't really need to open any other classes. Stick with just the Groovewalker, Soundwaver. Groovewalker for the harder part, Soundwaver for the easiest. And of course, the stronger you become, you can probably just stick with only one class to do some stuff. Like either Soundwaver or Groovewalker, whatever you prefer, whatever fun you have with more. And yeah, that's, I think that's what I think. Let's see, there's a people asking me when I posted that video about the treasures. Can I use, let's say, these boots right here? Probably not. Nope. Jetpack is jumping higher. Yeah, you can do that from for these boots. Ah, that's really interesting. Like, what's why they actually did that? Weird. Anyway, so if you don't have a jetpack, I guess you can get there. Oh no, actually, people was saying something about the Berserker. You can one person who has the jetpack just jump on that box, and then actually Berserker somehow can use that jump leap and actually get there somehow. Never tried it, but I guess it probably works.
Initializing attack protocols.
Ooh, so many pearls to pick it up. Hey Mortimer, how's it going? Berserker and Slayer. Well, here we go. I guess there is a ways how to get on that box. Last season had the best nodes in my opinion. You had Monk node where you can just one-shot everything. Pala node doing group nightmare in 5 minutes.
Downloaded. Rebooting the system. Please wait.
I think like I know I see how why they doing that. It's like some of the invasions when they giving you like a shitty, like not really great nodes for like specifically for distortions, right? And then it kind of makes sense. I think like look, this invasion like is super easy, I guess. You don't really need too much boosts on to kill the bosses, and of course, you know, they keep it on a proper scale that it's not too strong as well for people. And then pretty much if it's focusing on like a nightmares bonuses and stuff like that, then it kind of makes sense, like, yo, it's time for you to farm some credits, I don't know, or whatever. Here's some nodes for that to make it easier. But right now, with mental concentrators came out, oh man, that just changed a lot, because now they definitely gonna have to be careful what kind of bonuses they put into the atlas, or like whatever the squad group, whatever mission it is for certain classes. Because as we know, they might some made a mistake and it's gonna be super overpowered that you can freaking probably even one shot the thing. Like, can you imagine how crazy it would be if the mental concentrator would came up at the same time when we had the monk node in the group missions? Like, remember that 2000 bonus damage? I think it was like what, mechanoids or something? I don't remember. But it was like a group mission for the groups specifically. When you use your ultimate ability on your monk, it boosts the damage of the entire team up to to the target, actually, to 2000%. It's like, sign me up. If I would have the mental concentration at that time, I would kill in distortions like with one shot.
Switching to combat mode. Especially dangerous enemy detected. Dangerous enemy neutralized.
And done. And there you go, Thea. Okay, but I'm done with this. I'm not doing those quests anymore. And we're gonna go back to capital. Alright, let's see what else I can talk about my main, I mean, about my this character. I don't think there is really much to talk about. I think I kind of covered everything that I've done so far. Of course, I cannot do anything about this part. Talk about the equipment. I did talk about weapons, artifacts, stats. I did talk about it. That 231 main rank. I did talk about that. I did talk about the adepts. What else? Mounts. I did talk about it. I got the skates from the event. What else? I got this one from the training version of Avatar. Same one as this. That one was from the website. And I think that's all. Talk about the class. I got Soundwaver as well. I did talk about, of course, its tabs disappeared, about my resources, how many credits, origins, and all that I have. I don't know. What else I didn't talk about? Any questions? No? Because I think so far that covers up. Oh, I know what I didn't talk about it. I didn't talk about the bastions, where I am at the bastions. So here we go. course, we're gonna stick with just Emblems of Destruction at this point, just because of the Atlas node. But you're not really, even if there is no Atlas node, I think this one's still gonna be the best one to use. Yes, you can probably use the Emblems of Mercy to heal, whatever, but it doesn't heal too much. You have enough healing orbs dropping from enemies anyway. So damage of destruction on this one. Then you're definitely gonna have to get the maneuver dodge. You can stick with the divine intervention here. Pain shock, you can stick with that. You could go for the hunt technique, but it doesn't really make us a huge difference for like Groove Walker or Outlaw, those Cryomancer, those skills that pops like on the left side of your screen. So you can stick with the Pain shock, that's fine. This one you can definitely gonna have to go for the support mode. You get that damage boost when you solo and stuff, or even, you know, get the damage boost to your teammates as well. Doesn't really matter. That one right here, I guess if you're playing a support as a sound waver, I guess you can use the crushing aura, but reactive material for just a Groove Walker would work, which is probably gonna be the best for now, reactive material, because to go to the awakening power is too far away. So you can just stick with this two, for this one for the sound waver, this one for the active for the Groove Walker. Belonia, preferably go to the black mark if you go for the full DPS. Stolen energy gives a little bit of defense, but I think you can just stick with the black mark at this time. And of course, the last one is the divine weapon. So you're definitely gonna have to max that out, because you gonna have to get to Nerian's hammer as fast as you can, because that thing is insane against like regular mobs and shit. Even like against bosses for the single attack, it's crazy. It takes a big chunk of health out of bosses. So yeah, that's all for the bastions. I didn't got anything from Hala trophies. Still waiting for the sale. I didn't get any companion abilities. Again, same thing, waiting for sale. And yeah, that's kind of preparing, saving some gear for future. Maybe I don't really have to do that. If by the time I'll get to the companion build on this character, it's probably gonna be the next invasion. So I don't know, should I actually save it, or I'll keep it for now. I'll definitely keep it for now, and then I might actually be able to just test it out with at least Gen 29 gear and see how it's gonna work for the companion build on a low rank player. And yeah, definitely we can go from there. So I did talk about boosters. Yeah, people getting crazy here. You keep changing stances on a witch, and it's, oh man. Carrot under the tree today. I already got my prize today, but because I didn't pick up the carrot, the gift from the tree every day, so I'm kind of behind. I think today I only got 200,000 credits from the tree.
Balance of forces changed. Analyzing system components. Efficiency 100%.
But yeah, though, this is the plan so far. To prepare slowly for the companion build on this character, as well as the next stream will be pretty much all about, depends how long it's gonna take me, but it's definitely gonna be all about the Uncharted Territory story quest to actually start doing Terra. And I know it might be a little bit too early. I might kind of think still, you know, just to get more upgrades and whatever resources and stuff like that. But hey, this is why I'm here, to test things out on a new character and see how terrible or how bad, how good, how easy, how hard it is in certain regions, situations, whatever. So that's pretty much going to be the entire stream on next time. Uncharted Territory. Getting to that Terra thing, getting all the quests back again, figuring out things there, and see if whatever new stuff there, you know, that way. How hard was it for you to get Junior God? It was very easy. Super easy. Way easier than it was before. And what did I do? Simply, I was just going through the Golden Road. That's the usual main goal. I had to upgrade my Tower of Knowledge at certain times when I stuck on certain provinces, and the Tower of Knowledge gives you a lot more ranks compared to Cathedral. So that's why I'm telling people, do not spend credits at all on your Cathedral. The only upgrades you need to use is for your Tower of Knowledge. And because some of the provinces, when you clear the province, you get that special reward for clearing the province, and some of them has what they call it, that scientific development project that gives you 1 rank for the tower, and it boosts you like pretty good amount on early ranks. It like 1 rank of Tower of Knowledge gives you like, I don't know, like maybe up to 5 ranks or something, 3 to 4, 5, something like that. So it boosts you pretty good. So if you stuck at some point, you can use those, or you can clear early regions. So let's say you stuck at Belonia, for example. You stuck somewhere here on this mission. You can't progress because it's too hard for you to do. Go back to the provinces and then clear some regions for the first clear reward. So if I'll go to adventure list region, you can see the first clear reward will show up right here. And it will tells you the amount of knowledge of enemies you get. So you can also use a little bit of knowledge of enemies on your tower to boost that rank early in the game. And I think when I finished all provinces, I was rank 41, I think 41, 42. And the cool thing about that on the last one, the Philomenes, when you complete Mentite Caves, you should have enough Spark of Transformation to get your first class unlocked. And I would highly recommend of getting a Groove Walker, because it's a very new player friendly, easy to play, high damage, good survivability. So, and when I unlocked that after this mission, it was easy for me to do Aristel Farm, and it was super easy for me to do Thanatos' ship as well. It also what I probably recommend, while you going through provinces, each time you get Bastion, you can at least get two symbols on each Bastion before your God form. So because to go further, it will actually tells you need to become a junior god to keep upgrading your Bastion. But you can get 2 per Bastion, so I would probably recommend doing that. Complete quests for each Bastion to get your first 2 symbols before your junior god. Which one would you say the best one to farm out all of those regions for knowledge? Well, just to in general, just to do the Bastion, I mean the region quest, like right now at this time for me, the Soundwaver for me, it's easier to run around in a region and just do those little quests. But if, let's say, if you go for the Groove Walker first, which again, I highly recommend, it's still fine. You can still go fast enough, I would say, to do the quest in the regions. But if you're talking about farming knowledge of enemies in general, not for the first clear of regions, because you can, the regions in general, those regular regions in general, you can complete as any class.
Requesting
You can
updated
be a
instructions.
light binder, you can
Please
still
refrain
kill
from
fast
rebooting me
enough.
until the
You can
operation
be
is
a
complete.
cryomancer, you can do it. You can be paladin, you can do it. Like, because those regions are very not weak, but they easy enough to do it on any class completely. So you just, some of the classes just makes a little bit faster. It's only about the speed, how fast each class can kill enemies in that region. But regular regions, um, you can do it on any class, like except of Thea, except of Terra. Just this Yusuni Valley, Herden Temple, Red Coast, Diaphragm Archipelago, Isola Digs, all those are easy to do on any class. Oh, I mean, which region has the fastest quest when starting out for recommended region to get your junior god fast? The Herden Temple, it's the smallest region. Red Coast. Let's see, Isola Digs. So Herden Temple, Red Coast, Isola Digs. Let's see. I think Laken Grotto is small region to do. The big region is actually Raku Valley. Iskinian Peninsula is huge. It took me like 2 hours, I think, to complete all quests. The first time I actually did it. The veins are pretty big. Milan Caves, I think, kind of big as well. Yusuni Valley is big. Oh yeah, the Antares' cave is small. So this is small region. This is small region. This is small region. This is small region. And this is small region. So if you're just starting out and you want to just complete the regions for the first clear of knowledge of enemies really fast, then just go through those regions, get that first clear reward, upgrade your tower, and then fly through the golden road to become a junior god. Yeah, not a problem, man. Hey, let's see. Oh shit! I think I'm gonna fail on this one. I didn't do the personal progress of my operation. Well, 3 minutes left. It is what it is. Not a big deal. I guess I can take a break at least once. But yeah, I think that's gonna be all for today. I do have to work on a lot of other things, some of the videos as well. So I think that would cover for now everything that I've done on this character. There is nothing else for me to do. All the directives are almost done. I don't really care about the trials right now. Don't really care about PvP. That one I'll probably do later when I have faith to go God and do it. And yeah, guys, I think that's gonna be all for this stream. Thanks again everybody for joining. There definitely will be more streams in the future. Still don't have a schedule, so don't judge me on that, but I'll try to, guys, let you know, just to maybe do a schedule, you know, like, hey, I'm gonna stream on that day and whatever, something like that. It kind of gives you a heads up and stuff like that. But yeah, so yeah, if you have any questions, definitely you can contact me either in Discord. You can also join me in Discord on my Discord server as well. Links should be in the description, I believe. You can find that there. If you want, you can follow me on Twitter. I don't post too much there, but sometimes I might drop something. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and like and notification, all that happy stuff. And yes, thank you again. And I'll see you next time. Take care.